please call the roll.
Mr. Breaker.
Here.
Dr. Cross.
Present.
Dr. Kroll. Present. Mrs. Lehman. Here. Mr. Neely.
Here.
Mr. Roth.
Present.
Mr. Rudd.
Here.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Audience presentation. This is the only time set aside for audience presentations. The Board of Education will take all presentations under consideration and respond at the latest by the end of the next regular Board of Education meeting. Please limit your comments to 5 minutes. Participants are expected to conduct themselves with civility and respect and follow the guidelines outlined in the board policy. Is there anyone here this evening that'd like to address the board? With that, we will move on to administrative reports.
Okay, I have 3 positive updates to share with you. The first is that we were on a soft lockdown today at the high school, and not for safety concerns. The positive thing is we did have 3 drug detecting dogs visit our school today, and they come through hall lockers, a few classrooms, locker rooms, bathrooms, and nothing was found. So that's something that we do periodically in our district. You never know what day that's going to happen, and that day was today, and everything went really well, and there was nothing detected. So that's good news. The next is that on Friday we are going to have 19 students in the Skills USA state competition competing at the Peoria Civic Center in various areas. You've probably seen some of those things in some of the presentations I've done on the Power Post, and you see there's a lot of neat categories that kids are competing in, and they're competing at the state level. So we're really excited about that, and you'll hear some news about how that went once that's been completed, but that's happening on Friday.
Do you know what time that starts? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've got a whole agenda to it. So it looks like some things start at 7:30 in the morning.
I won't be there.
So I see something starting at noon, so it's pretty much in the morning, it looks like.
Okay.
And again, there's things from commercial drone flight to firefighting, collision repair, carpentry, all kinds of different topics, and we'll let you know how they fare. We're just so proud of our Skills USA students and the faculty and administration that are leading them right now. It's just a great new aspect to our high school, a great experience for our students. So proud of that. And on the same vein, very proud of an invitation that I got today from Caterpillar regarding a Caterpillar signing day, where 2 of our students, Keegan Mulkey and Drew Bankert, will be participating in signing, kind of like a college signing, for Caterpillar to enter into their internship program. So they're going to enter into a paid internship program after being part of our high school apprenticeship program. Couldn't be more proud of those 2 guys, and so there's going to be a signing ceremony for that. I wonder who's going to be there.
I'll be there for that.
I thought you might be, Tom.
What time is the robotics? I'm sorry.
The robotics, let's see, that one looks like it's at noon in the ballroom center.
Is that too early, Tom? Or you?
I'll be there.
All right. So that's all I have, just those 3 positive things to share with you.
We like that. So moving on to President's Report. We had the opportunity to go to Letty Brown Elementary School and have dinner and a presentation from the teachers and the admin there. It's pretty exciting to see what they're doing out there. They had a lot of concentration on the SEL things that we're pushing here. Dr. Smott's pushing at the district level, teaching kids to be good citizens and just teaching them to cope with things. And also the 5th and 6th graders, we're doing a course on respectful discourse, just trying to, and I know Dr. Smock has pushed a lot on that, but it's just neat to see it actually in action down in the classroom, trying to just help kids grow up to be something besides students, help them be responsible adults. So that was neat to see. So with that, move on to agenda building. Anybody have any? Diane, you had a list for us?
No, but I have been thinking about how our district could grow in hospitality. So just going forward, as we're building our agenda, how can we maybe improve signage, assign students to exercise some of their social skills by welcoming other teams when they come. Just those kinds of things. When we toured the high school, I just heard a comment about, oh, the visiting team uses this locker room. You know, just thinking, are there ways we can train our community to give our best to our guests? So it's just a thought that I've been thinking, and I think there are various directions that it could take us, but you know, for instance, some of our outdoor sports, if you've never been to the field or the courts, you might not know where the bathrooms are, or where facilities are, and just thinking, how could we be more accessible and helpful and just hospitable to welcome people?
Thank you. Anyone else? That we'll move on to the discussion items.
Yeah, the one discussion item we have for tonight is the new AP World History textbook that we're recommending, and with that, I'll just turn things over to Dr. Teeter.
Okay. You should have got the report from the committee, and this is the book, and I will again leave it here. So after the meeting, if you have some time and want to look through that, you'd be welcome to. Just by way of, maybe not everyone's familiar with AP, the curriculum and materials are pretty limited in what can be selected. And so the book that was selected is aligned closely with the content that AP would approve. And so that's why it seems a little weird to have a textbook selection where you look at one book, but that's kind of, there's only a few books that you can look at, and the book that that we use, or that is being proposed, is the one that aligns with our proposal that we made to AP to have the course be AP. I believe the biggest factor that was kind of behind this is just the change in the standards and how they're more focused on skills, the ability to ask essential questions, to do research, to answer essential questions, and less on content, and that this book lends itself more to that. So if anyone has any questions, it is on display currently, the materials on our website. It has been since last week.
Maybe I should know, how many AP classes do we have?
I don't know, we can
I
find
guess I
out.
could look it up,
Yeah.
but I was just, I'll look.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but there are quite a few.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Okay.
And I think I shared, we're trying to streamline our process for book selection a little bit, and so as Dr. Teeter mentioned, he's already posted the book. Typically, we've waited till this discussion or presentation, then we posted it, and then we approve it. But we want to move up our timeline just a little bit. As soon as we've recommended, our administrative team is kind of recommending one, we're going to go ahead and put it out there for the public. Then we'll have this board meeting where we discuss it, and then the next where we present or get approval for it, and that way we can order things a little bit quicker. So we kind of moved up our timeline. It may not be on display for 30 days like it has been in the past, but it'll be on display for quite a while, plenty of time, and it's on our website. So just want to kind of update you on that. That's an administrative procedure that we'll tweak a little bit. Still think it's adequate for our public display part, and it'll help us get things ordered, especially this time of year when we got to get things ready for the beginning of the year.
How is the public notified it's on display?
It's on it scrolls on our website.
It seems that with technology change, being able to put it online and instead of sending it to the library, which was our only way of doing it for many years, it makes a lot of sense what you proposed.
Thank you. Thank you for that support.
With that, we'll move on to action items. And we have one, so we need a motion to approve the in-house school lunch program.
I move that the Board of Education approve the transition of food service from a food service management company to an in-house operation program.
Support.
Any discussion?
I am gonna say I was skeptical at first, but the more I thought about it, good job for taking this on.
Thank you.
I mean, that we don't have any change, you can't improve, and if it doesn't work the way it needs to, I know there can be some adjustment made, so I just wanted to publicly say good job for taking this on.
Well, we've gone full circle, and I think you would have been here when we had our own cooks, based on what you said earlier tonight, and a lot of-
Hey, Tom, we haven't all gone full circle. Some of us have.
Don't worry about my feelings, just lay it out.
No, but we used to have our own cooks, and it was hard to make that change, so I'm glad to see us go back.
I would echo Jerry's comments. I mean, I applaud the administration for this, more work for them, not less. So trying to make it better and more economical, and it's the benefit of the district and probably not the administration, so.
Our students.
Well, thank you for that. We're very optimistic about it. We think the staff will be very optimistic about it as well. We know they are. And I think it's an opportunity for us, you know, we're excellent in so many ways in this district, and I think this is a spot where we can be even better than we have been, and we can be efficient, and I think and it's a very important thing. Feeding 3,000 students potentially every single day is not a minor ordeal. So we're really looking forward to what we can do for our students and staff in this regard, and hopefully a year from now, we will be really glad that we did this. I think we will.
I think Joe's food bus will be a hit.
Mr. Rudd,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mrs. Lehman. Yes. Mr. Roth.
Yes.
Mr. Breaker.
Yes.
Dr. Cross.
Yes.
Dr. Crawl.
Yes.
Before we approve the consent agenda, there was one item that a board member had questions about that we wanted to clarify. The D, the Tazewell, approved the Tazewell Education for Employment Intergovernmental Agreement. Maybe it requires some explanation if you're not familiar with what that is, so I was going to let Dr. Sander kind of explain, what is that all about?
Okay, so we are part of an educational cooperative. Their title is the EFE and their number is 320. They serve 10 school districts in our region. And so Morton High School being one of the districts, they have a representative that's on their board of controls. Okay, so the educational cooperative is in charge of helping all the member districts distribute and account for federal funds that come through the Carl D. Perkins federal grant. And so that's basically money that was set aside back in 1984 for vocational education. So recently, I think within the last handful of years, Congress reauthorized, they call it Perkins 5. With that, there's an intergovernmental agreement that ties the state, or it's coming from the Illinois State Board of Education, that requires us to follow certain guidelines that are associated with the expenditure and accounting for federal funds. And so 2 years ago, in May of 2021, all of the membership school boards had to approve an updated intergovernmental agreement. So since then, there's been some additional changes to help meet federal guidelines, and that's all the changes are. And so once we approve it this year, then ISB is indicating that every 3 years, this intergovernmental agreement will have to be approved by all of the member districts across the state. If you want to know, I contacted Jill Warren. Morton High School receives just about $65,000 a year in these funds. And it's a combination, part federal and then part the state sets aside funds. So 36,000 of that comes in the form of what they call a transit grant, and that's to cover the salaries of some of our vocational or careers and technical education staff. 29,000 go to support the curriculum. And so it could be the purchasing of equipment, it could be the purchasing of additional materials to help supplement what we're doing in all of our CTE areas. And so the CTE areas are business, family, consumer science, what they call technical education, which is it's the new name for industrial technology. Ag falls underneath that umbrella. So it's all of those career-oriented courses that we offer at the high school. So you're going to get it this year, you're going to get it 3 years from now, an updated IGA.
Thank you. I'm the person that made us stay here an extra 4 minutes, so appreciate that.
I wasn't gonna call you out.
It's all right. I didn't quite understand it, so I appreciate the explanation. I didn't want to just bob my head yes if I didn't understand it. We
But
appreciate that.
But I have a question. With our FFA program growing, will there be more opportunities there?
Yeah, so the funds, how districts receive funds is they literally take a head count of how many kids are enrolling in these classes. So districts that have a robust CTE, offering, they're going to receive more funds than those that don't. So it is good. It's good. It's a great investment. It's investing in careers. And what we're seeing is we have kids that may not take a traditional college route, 4 years. And so a lot of these programs provide pathways into different career fields.
Great.
That, we'll take a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Dr. Cross,
Yes.
Mr. Red,
Yes.
Dr. Kroll,
Yes.
Mrs. Lehman. Yes. Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Roth,
Yes.
and Mr. Breaker.
Yes.
Before we leave open session, with respect to the in-house school lunch program and the decision that the board made, I just want to say a very public thank you to Lisa Kowalski, our CFO. Behind the scenes, did a lot of research. And she presented some of that, but there was much more involved in what she was looking into and people that she was speaking with and crunching all the numbers. And she's equally optimistic about what we can do in our district. I just want to give the credit to her for all the work behind the scenes and helping us make this decision. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Lisa.
I thought she was bringing sample food for us tonight.
You'll get it soon.
With that, we'll take a motion to enter into closed session to discuss the purchase and sale of property.
So moved.
Support.
Dr. Cross.
Yes.
Mr. Red.
Yes. Thank you.
Dr. Kroll,
Yes.
Mrs. Lehman.
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Roth,
Yes.
and Mr. Breaker.
Yes. With that, we'll take 5 minutes to tear down. Thank you.